I'm struck by, it puzzles me. What is really, where is the sort of the crying need, that is driving it on? I just don't get it. I really don't. I don't see like this negative transformation of Caroline happening, and so we got to rush in and we got to put a moratorium on, and we got to shut things down, and we got to fast forward zoning. I just don't see it. The other thing I don't see, is I don't see a strong support for zoning. Now, maybe they're not either, but I've been in other towns with controversial issues, and you have people on one side of it, people on the other, and they're getting up and speaking their mind. I find it very enlightening, illuminating that they're not here. And the question I have is the town board sort of looking and listening to its citizens and saying, wow, there doesn't seem to be this strong support. And when you're doing something as consequential as going from no zoning to zoning, it is a radical step. A radical step. And that should only be undertaken with overwhelming support for something like that. And I just don't see it.
People here will use the other general.
So thank you
How many
everybody
people here will use
for
the
sharing
other
your
general?
thoughts today.
Every one of them.
Yes. I do want to respond to some of the comments. I guess first and foremost, I would point out that a lot of the comments, almost all the comments today have been directed towards zoning, as if it's one monolithic thing. And zoning is a very, it can be anything you want. And that's the function of the zoning commission, to mold it into something that's appropriate for the community. That's what Bruce is working on, that's what the other zoning commission members are working on. So I know there's this draft out. I think it's great that people have looked at it. I think the feedback to the zoning commission has been helpful for them. But I do think it's also necessary and prudent for people to wait and see what they come up with. And see how it really does. Are your worst fears realized? And what are the good things that can come of it? And, we wouldn't be considering zonings if we didn't think there were some virtues that are important to the community. Please. So,
Stop.
the central planning that somebody mentioned is absolutely true. That is what zoning is. And so I think it's important that the community has a hand in guiding development in a way that builds the community that we want to see. So to me, the things that Bruno, you asked me early on. So what are you alarmed about? To me, I'm alarmed about why I think zoning is something we should be looking at. Sprawl and the juxtaposition of incompatible uses, so that people who live somewhere in the town aren't suddenly impacted by something out of the blue. And I think we can do this in a nuanced way that protects your property rights, protects your ability to do home business and all the things you're here for, all the things. We're all entrepreneurs. So a couple of other, I just wanted to start with that point to really emphasize waiting to see what the zoning commission comes up with. Someone brought up the moratorium and why that's not just a reaction to Dollar General. It is not a reaction to Dollar General. It was only considered because we were completing a comprehensive plan, and the comprehensive plan might well call, at least to this town board, to that town board, for additional land use regulations. The principle of the land use moratorium under New York State law is to freeze things when you're considering changes to your land use regulations, so that there's not a mad dash to, get things in. We, it's just the prudent measure that we took. It also calls for why we don't want to unduly delay consideration of zoning. So, we want to really evaluate it in an efficient manner. We don't want to rush it, but we don't want to unduly delay it. Again, zoning is not a single thing. Let's see what they come up with. Someone mentioned, and I know it's a concern, and if people do have concerns about their individual issues, those are instructive to the zoning commission. So please let them know, and I know some people have. The current draft has it's not a 3-acre limit, but it's for a big parcel that's subdivided, it's for a 3-acre average. So the smallest parcel can be as small as the health department will allow.
What if you only have 3 acres to start with?
So, excuse me?
What if you only have 3 acres, or 4, or 5 to start with? You can't do the
Right. So that's true in that case. So I mean, this is something to look at. And it's a decision. They are considering it, so.
This isn't negotiable.
There,
Can
yes.
I interject? It might be helpful to clarify that even the lot sizes that are being discussed are not, that is not set
It's not, exactly.
at all.
I don't mean to say that, thank you.
I mean, online.
Yes, absolutely. So, and I don't want to, a few small points were brought up that I do want to clarify. Our meetings are now open to the public. We do have Zoom capacity, so they're hybrid. So we use Zoom and in person. So the meetings are being held that way now. I do want to clarify that I have never asked a code officer to not enforce the building code. And I will also point out that, the employment issues with the code officers are personnel decisions and of the town board. I don't know, if I heard correctly, I don't know where I don't know the document that says that justifies considering zoning in order to increase the town's population. That was news to me, and I don't think.
The wording and something you guys sent out did kind of steer it that way. It was.
It might have been the old mill that had the yellow pages in it or something.
No,
It was a letter.
The yellow pages thing that came out recently was
He
mine.
says it's before that.
Okay.
It was interesting in the way it was written.
So that's not my language or understanding or reality. I think those are the main things. I will say, I understand the loss of, several people brought up the ambulance, the Slaterville ambulance was lost in 2016. I have been working on this issue with the Council of Governments, and I think, it's slow, we are making headway, and I understand the need for, especially for at least first response in the town of Carrollton to get it. So that is something that's on my plate, and we are working on. So those are the main points I wanted to make, and I'll turn it over to my colleagues to see if they want to talk to me.